Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Okay, I've been sitting out here for like 15 minutes now and it just keeps on fogging up. So I'm like, I have to start this vlog sooner or later. So you're just gonna have to bear with me today while I keep on cleaning this screen off because I think it's really humid here today. And so it just keeps on fogging up and fogging up and fogging up. And I'm like, I am getting so tired and I am so ready for a nap that I'm like, if I do not film by the time that we get back to the room, I am so tired. I am just so tired. And I'm like, if I do not film the vlog right now, it's not gonna be filmed. There just will not be any vlog. I think by the time that we like go to dinner, so on previous vacation vlogs, when we come back from dinner, see it's fogging up again, I'll clean it in just a second. But on previous vacation vlogs, or vacations, when I would vlog, I would wait until we came back to dinner. But it's been really nice to like get the vlog done early and then it's like rendering and uploading it's uploading while I'm like taking a nap, and then when I get up to get ready for dinner, I just like post it and then it's ready to go early like it is at home. Well, not super early, but hold on a second, let me fix this again. So I know that's kind of annoying, but listen, it's either that or I'm trying to do a little bit of a longer vlog today. So anyway, but when we get back from dinner and stuff at night, like last night we went and sat on the patio and whatever. When we get back from dinner and stuff, I'm like ready to read and watch TV shows and just hang out with Alex. And so it's really nice to get the vlog done earlier in the day. So I'm loving like coming back from the pool and doing it. But the thing is that I am so tired by the time that I'm sitting down here and vlogging. I literally right now, like we were walking back and I looked over at Alex and I said, I could just lean up against the wall and fall asleep. He goes, are you really that tired? I said, I am so tired. So we got massages yesterday. I loved my massage. He said his was just okay, but it was probably one of the, I mean, I don't know how many massages I've had in my life. Hundreds at this point, probably, I don't know. Well, I used to get them every Monday. So at least 100, 200 massages in my life. And this was probably one of the best massages I've ever had in my entire life. We got different massages this time. So I usually get like a deep tissue massage. And this one was called something like a harmony massage. It was like a mixture of, it was 80 minutes, so it was an hour and 20 minutes. He went like an hour and a half. Hold on just a second, let me clean this off again. I think it's almost completely, it's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna fog up a lot anymore. Oh, by the way, I have my new Grateful Dead t-shirt that I got a little while ago. Trying to wear different clothes every single day. But it was an 80-minute massage. Like I said, he went about an hour and a half. And it was called like a harmony massage. And I've had like the stones, you know, like the rocks used for a massage before. But he did it like throughout the whole massage. Like, I've had it done like, maybe like just like the last 15 or 20 minutes of a massage. He did it through the entire massage. And he like bent my legs back like up over. I mean, I was so stretched out when I left. And I came back and I took a nap for like, I had like an hour to take a nap. And I mean, I fell completely asleep. So today when I woke up, I felt like I ran a marathon. Like I was like, oh my God, Alex, my whole body is so sore today. So we were walking back from the pool. Actually, we usually stay up at the pool a little bit later. I think it was about 3:45. So currently it is 4:24 p.m. in Mexico. About 3:45, we were talking to this couple from Portugal that we've become friends with here. And so we were talking to them and I really wanted to, we had like spent like 2 hours in the pool talking to them. They were gonna leave because they are going into Playa del Carmen to get a tattoo. So we're gonna meet up with them later for like dinner and stuff. But anyway, they just got married, so they're getting matching tattoos for she's got several, he doesn't have any. And so it's like some Portuguese phrase about luck and love that his dad used to say before his dad passed away. It's really cool, they were telling us the whole story. So anyway, they're going to get this tattoo and then we're gonna meet up with them later, but they were getting ready to leave. And so it was like 3:45 and Alex is like, are you ready to go back to the room? And I looked at my phone and I was like, it's kind of early. And he was like, yeah, he's like, I am tired and I'm hot. I was like, I'm hot too. Like, even sitting in the shade, it was so hot today. And I sat in the shade for most of the day. So it is currently, let's see what the temperature is. I mean, it's interesting because it's 92 here. And in Indianapolis, I mean, it's been in the 90s like the week before we came down here. The music is so loud. It's so interesting because the pool that we sat at is like right over there. And you can't even hear the music at all. And then you come to the room and the music is so loud. And it's from this pool that's like in the corner. So when we're sitting at the pool, we're actually closer to the pool when they're playing the music than we are now, but like here I can hear it, the music is so loud. But anyway, it's so hot, and the pool water is so hot. I mean, these complaints, right? I mean, it's magical. It's absolutely fantastic. I mean, I sat in the shallow end of the pool for an hour today and listened and finished my audiobook, and then talked to them for like 2 hours. We just had such a great time. We were recommending books to each other. She's reading the first one in the Housemaid series, and then I asked her, I said, what is your favorite, because she loves thrillers, and I said, what is your favorite thriller of all time? Like, and so she told me about, I don't know if this is a Brazilian author or Portuguese author, but the book is called, here I have it pulled up right here because I screenshot it, Marina, and it is by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. I actually read something of his before because I was like looking him up, and she was like, it's my favorite book. So I'm gonna download that on Audible and I'm gonna listen to it. But yeah, so I finished the book today at the pool. I feel like I should start back yesterday. So I got done with the vlog yesterday. To be honest with you, when I got done with the vlog yesterday, I was like so distraught. Alex was doing all this silly stuff in the background, and he was like walking around nude in the room, and he was like being silly and stuff. And so I almost like, I was like, is this vlog just kind of all over the place yesterday? And I was also trying to get it done in time for us to go to the massages, because I knew that when we got back from the spa, I was not gonna wanna vlog. I was gonna be so tired. Which I'm glad that I did vlog before, because by the time we got back from the spa, I was out. I was so tired. So I got the vlog done, and I rendered it while we were at the spa. So we went to the spa, and you can do like this hydrotherapy and stuff. We were gonna do that. We didn't end up doing it. We actually got there like 10 minutes before the massages. Alex got into like the cold water plunge bath for a little bit. I just sat there, and I had like, they had like, it was like this green, like cold tea. It's like this detoxing tea, and like the spa here is gorgeous. So it's 2 stories, and when like, they have like a men's, you know, locker room and a women's locker room, and then on either side, and the locker room is like, it doesn't look like a gym locker room, it looks like a spa locker room. Like when you first walk in, they give you like a robe, and like they give you a key to your like locker and stuff, but then when you walk in, it's like full bathroom, very, very nice, and they have like cologne and deodorant, all this kind of stuff. And then they have like a row of showers, and then past the shower, like all private showers. And then past that, they have like, we've done the hydrotherapy before, but they have like ice that you like throw on yourself, cold, a huge plunge pool. So on the women's side, like they have their own for women, and the men's have their, men have their own. There's all different kinds of hydrotherapy that you can do. And then when you walk out, there's like a men's waiting area and a women's waiting area. And in between it is like the spa pool, which is a really private pool. Years and years and years ago, we went to the Ritz-Carlton in West Palm, and we did like a whole spa day there. This is nicer than the Ritz-Carlton in West Palm, but the pool is very similar. So the pool in West Palm, if it's the same, had like hanging chairs over the water. It was very, very cool. The spa pool here, I mean, it's very quiet. They have like this tranquil music they're playing and all this kind of stuff. So anyway, then the guy came down for me for to do my massage, and then Alex was like in the plunge pool, and he went up right after I did. I almost fell asleep like 4 times during this massage, which I almost never fall asleep during a massage. Alex falls asleep all the time. I almost fell asleep during this massage. So if you ever stay here and you want the massage therapist, reach out to me and I'll tell you. His name was Victor. He was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic massage therapist. I said to him, when I got done, I said, how long have you been a massage therapist? And he was like, I've been here for 6 years, and I've been a massage therapist for 14 years. And I said, I've had a lot of massages. I said, I mean, he stretched my arms, like he took my arm. I mean, a lot of these things are things I've had done in other massages, but it was the way that he did it. I don't really know. Like, he was very, like with the pressure and stuff, he was very balanced on both sides. I just felt completely like stretched out when I got done. So anyway, so after that we came back. Alex was watching something on TV. I fell asleep like that. So we got up. I got up at like 20 till 9, and he had already showered and stuff. So I like ran to the shower, got showered real quick, I've worn a different outfit to dinner, with the exception of one pair of shorts, every single night. I'm very proud of myself. I'm like, I'm not gonna bring all that, because I always overpack and then I don't wear half the stuff that I brought. I was showing Alex last night, because he's like, you're keeping it separate. I was like, yeah, one half of my suitcase is like the stuff I've worn, and the other half of the suitcase is stuff I haven't worn. And so he was like, oh, you're keeping it so organized? We're always like very organized when we like travel and stuff. And I said, I'm trying to like wear stuff that I don't want to like get home and it's like 3/4 of my suitcase I didn't wear. Because when we go on vacation, I typically like, if I bring like 4 swimsuits, I'll wear like the same 2 and I'll just rotate them out. Or like the same shorts, I'll wear like, because we just wear them to dinner, so it's like an hour and then I'm back, you know, and I'll just like fold them and put them on top of my suitcase and I wear them the next night. I'm like, I'm not doing that this time. Like, I'm gonna wear the clothes that I brought if I brought them. It's also teaching me, I think, how to pack smart, like in the future. Like, what do I really need? Because I don't need a pair of shorts for every night. I probably need, like for a week-long trip, I probably only need like 3 shorts, 2 swimsuits, maybe 4 t-shirts. Like, I don't need a lot. Actually, what I wear the most of is the lounging clothes in the room, because when we get back and in between going to the restaurant, whatever, I put on like my lounging shorts and whatever. I have a swimsuit on right now, but. So then we went to dinner last night and we were at the Mexican restaurant. So we switched up the restaurants between last night and tonight. So we don't usually go, so the restaurants here, they have a steakhouse, they have an Italian restaurant, which the steakhouse also does like a breakfast like buffet, but it's not like a buffet like you can go through there. It's really nice. They have like lots of like fresh juices, and you can get omelets. You can, like Alex gets, like when we go, we haven't like been there yet, he gets like beans and rice and all this kind of stuff. You can get all kinds of stuff. They have bagels, croissants, donuts. But then the Italian restaurant also does like an a la carte breakfast. And we actually went there with Jesse and Fufu the last time that we were here on their last day. Because they do like avocado toast there. They do like French toast. They do all this kind of stuff. So the restaurants are, they have the steakhouse, which is also called the Grill. And then they have the Italian restaurant, the Japanese restaurant, the Mexican restaurant. They're building a French restaurant. Then they have the coffee shop. And then they have a pizza place right over here that you can just go anytime to get pizza. And then there's another outdoor restaurant where they have like cheeseburgers. I get the onion rings every day from there with this Chipotle mayonnaise there. And they're like the Poolside restaurant, but you can order stuff to your chairs and whatever. And then there's like a Firestone pizza place. So you can go up there and just, like, they have tacos and pizza. So anyway, but we don't usually go to the Japanese restaurant because they don't have a lot of vegetarian options or vegan options for me. And I'm also like, with Japanese food, because a lot of times they cook it on the same grill, I've gotten sick. If I get sick, it's been when we've gone to like Benihana and things like that, hibachi grills. Like, I cannot do a hibachi grill. I get cross-contaminated like that and I get real sick. We had a really, really bad experience with Melissa and Jason one time. We all got fried rice and I made it very, very clear. I was like, can you make mine in a skillet? And I got super, super cross-contaminated. So, but Alex was talking to one of the women that work here in one of the restaurants. She used to work in the Italian restaurant, now she works in the Japanese restaurant. And we saw her the other day. And we become friends with her the years we come down here. And so she's like, oh no, you should come to the Japanese restaurant. I'll make sure that they know that, you know, he's a vegetarian, blah, blah, blah. She's like, we changed the menu. So I looked at the menu. There's actually more options, vegetarian options at the Japanese restaurant now. And they have pad thai, which Alex loves. Then they have, and you don't have to do the hibachi grill if you go there. You can sit at a booth or a table, or you can do the hibachi grill. So Alex is like, do you want to try the Japanese restaurant? I was like, yeah, because the only reason we don't go is because of me. So I was like, yeah. So we switched some of our reservations around. Well, we switched the Mexicans last night, and so we're doing the Japanese tonight. So that'll be fun. So last night we did the Mexican restaurant. I wasn't like, the problem is, I didn't get super excited about it. I ate yesterday. I had the onion rings at lunch, and then, after I got done vlogging yesterday, I went to the coffee shop and I brought back like muffins and cookies. Yeah, I basically ate my weight in sweets yesterday because I was like, there's not really a whole lot for me at the Mexican restaurant. So last night, Alex had a steak. He had this soup, this meat soup that he likes. I can't remember what else he had. I had the avocado soup It's okay. I like it. It's chilled. It's like a gazpacho. And then they made me vegetarian tacos the other day, so I got 4 instead of 2 of the tacos. Or maybe 5 instead of 3, I can't remember, but I got like 2 more. And they were really, really good. But I was still hungry, and so after that, I was like, I want a dessert. Well, when we went there the other night, I got, it was like these donut things. I can't remember, they call them fritters, but they were like, they cream inside of them, they put honey and milk cream over it. They were really good, but I wanted to try something different. So I asked the server, I said, what's your favorite? And I can't remember what it was called, but it was basically like a tortilla. And then it had like chocolate sauce on it. Alex said it straight up looked like a turd on a turd. He's like, that looks like a burrito turd is what it looks like. It did kind of. But I didn't know that there was like fruit on top of it. So it was like a tortilla and then it had like chocolate. But the chocolate was like no bake chocolate, like chocolate cake before it's made into a cake. And then it had like raspberries in it with like oh my God. It was so good. It was so good. So, and then I had a cup of coffee, and then we went over to the bar to like talk to this couple from Portugal. And then Alex met another couple. We actually just talked to them on our way out because they were going, we've met a lot of people on this trip. It's been really nice. It's interesting because when we first started coming down here, there weren't like a lot of gay people. And last night when we were at the Mexican restaurant, there was a table of like, we almost kind of wondered if it wasn't like a bachelor party because there was like 10 guys at this like 10 gay guys at this like table. They were super friendly. Everybody's really friendly. I mean, gay, straight, whatever. Everybody's super friendly down here. And we've met a lot of people. We've like met a lot of people that, you know, like become friends with online and stuff like that. But the couple from Portugal we've gotten like super close with. And the couple that, like the guy that watches my videos, he and his husband already went back. It's just been really nice meeting some, you know, like we always on vacation meet people. So anyway, we're at the bar for like an hour last night, hour and a half. It was really hot and humid. Alex was like, are you ready to go back to the room? And I was like, yeah. He's like, I'm tired. And I was like, don't you have Love Island to watch? Why did I think that was last? He's like, no, there is no Love Island. I was like, oh, it's Wednesday. There's no Love Island. He's like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna go back and go to bed. I said, okay. So, did I say he watched it while I was napping? That was the night before that he watched it because he's really excited about Love. Him and his friends have been texting all day about Love Island coming on tonight. What do you call it? The hot takes or the hot clips or whatever that they put out the day of the show. So he's really excited about it tonight. But anyway, so when we came back and just kind of like hung out and I don't know what I'm really supposed to say in moments like that. I mean, you figure out married people on a vacation. Do the math. Somebody loved the comment that I made on my video the other day. They said, it's the same but different parts. I mean, I don't really know what to say. I mean, it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, our marriage doesn't really look a whole lot different than, I think that's probably one of the most interesting comments, not that comment, but that I've gotten through the years is like, people like friends of ours will be like, your marriage is like almost exactly like ours. I'm like, it's two people that are in love and have made a decision to spend their life together. What do you think it looks like? I don't know why people would think that it looks so different. You know what I mean? I do think there's like some things that are a little bit different. I think when you talk about, I think hormonally and things like that, I think when you talk about 2 men or 2 women being in a relationship together, I do think that has I mean, I don't know what it's like to be with 2 women in a relationship, but like I think 2 men, I think like early on, I think that, I don't know, I just think that some of that like plays out a lot, you know, like maybe, I don't know, I just think some of that plays out early, but we're kind of like past at this point. But that's an interesting comment to me when people will say like, especially people that have like known me for a long time, they'll be like, gosh, your marriage is like just like ours. Like, it's so similar, you know, or like they'll say like, you guys are like, you communicate and are healthier than we are. I'm like, I don't know what people think like gay marriage looks like. I mean, I really don't know what people think it looks like, but it looks like everybody else. It looks like me texting my neighbor today about getting a package from my front porch, and I said, because I could see the cameras going off, and so I was looking at the footage, and I said, I thought you, like, I texted her, and I was like, hey, just checking, the camera was going off, I haven't looked at it yet to see the video. I said, I may have gotten a package on the front porch, can you go check it? If it is, it's gonna be my Shy Wolf candle. I said, can you check it? It'll be small. P.S. I'm ready for our night swims when I get back. And she goes, LOL, check the video. She goes, nothing there, just my dad and I were over there checking the paint. I said, LOL, were you painting the trim? And she goes, no. And she was like telling me that they were looking at like mice around the property or something like that on the back end of the thing. So it's not from, people keep on saying I get rats and mice and stuff like that from the bird feed, which if that happens, we'll deal with it. But we've had mice inside the house anyway. It's interesting that we've had more mice. We haven't, I mean, since Boo's passed away, I haven't seen any mice in the house for it. But do you remember a couple years ago, there was a mouse in the kitchen and it would run back and forth? It was like a little baby mouse. Boo Radley never, like, I think like at that time, I don't know, having dogs did not help us. I mean, we're like next to the woods. When I was growing up as a kid, we always had like insects and stuff in our house. When you live next, even any if it's a small woods, you're gonna kind of get that, you know? But she said it's like in the back, that because her dog saw it. And she said he had a theory about where they think they're coming in, but I think they're wrong. She's like, did you see the video? And I said, yeah, I just watched the video for her dad out there talking about trim. The reason I knew that was because in the coalition of disgruntled, see, even on vacation, I'm keeping up with the coalition of disgruntled residents. So she put in here, so the painters left behind a big 5-gallon bucket of paint for us to keep and use for touch-ups if need be. They only left the white, the trim. Just stuffed it into one of my bushes, LOL, so someone will be bringing me the gray one sometime this week. I'm currently using the white one, but let me know if you need any other around them and we can pass them around. I know I will be touching up the sliding doors since they painted them while closed, and you can still see the brown color whenever you open them. We haven't even looked, so. But anyway, so I was texting with her today. What was I saying about that though? So anyway, we came back last night and tried to get a hold of Tanya. She was already asleep. We've been texting earlier in the day. Was texting Nikki. And then I was like, okay, oh, I wanted to, did I finish the book last night? What was the book, the last book that I finished? Let me look at my Goodreads. Hold on a second. Because I started a new book. Did I tell you what the new book was I started, or did I finish Bathhouse when I was talking yesterday? I think I did, didn't I? So anyway, I started this new book. Hold on, I just finished it. Let me pull it up. So I started this book. Somebody said they paused my videos to like write down the titles. If you like thrillers, you're gonna wanna write this one down. This is the thing that's interesting to me. I'll like mention a show, and then there'll be people that are like, I loved that show. And there'll be other people that'll be like, I hated that show. Or like, same with books. We don't all have to like, I mean, my friends and I, we don't like the same books. We don't like the same shows. We can all like each other and be friendly. We don't have to like this. I'm just making a recommendation, okay? But this book is called Retreat, not The Retreat. It's called Retreat by Kristen Ritter. Let me see if I can pull up there you go. So it's about this woman that's a con artist. It's really fun to listen to. It's a great vacation book because she goes to Punta Mita. Did I start this last night? I don't even know when I started it. But anyway, when did it come out? March 25th, 2025. It's rather short. It's 272 pages. So it's about this woman that goes to Punta Mita as like an art con. She's a con artist. But then she kind of like, I don't want to ruin it for anybody, a lot of stuff happens and she kind of like molds herself into this life of somebody else and like takes over their identity. It is so, you guys, it's one of my very first 5 stars I've given in a long time, long time. So I finished at the pool today, and then I literally just downloaded Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So here, I literally just started Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I think I have listened to like 6 books since I've been down here so long. So last night I listened to like an hour of that. And then I was like, well, I want to watch something. And I really wanted to watch Pulse, the medical drama show. So I put something up about it the night before on my Peter Watches TV Instagram. This is how you guys are so helpful to me. And a bunch of people messaged me and they said, oh, Netflix just canceled this show. And I was like, what? Because I was like looking to see if it got renewed. And I think I had just talked about it in my vlog, that people were like I was like, oh, I don't know if it's got renewed. I think I looked it up or something in my vlog a couple days ago. And people started sending me, they were like, it got canceled, The Residence got canceled. Well, I have The Residence downloaded, I was gonna watch that. So this is what I need to know, okay, for people that have watched Pulse and Residence. Does it end on a cliffhanger, or is it conclusive end for each season? Because I'm not gonna, like, if Pulse ends on a cliffhanger, I'm done. I'm not watching any more episodes of it. And if Residence ends on a cliffhanger, I'm not watching. If it's like Only Murders in the Building, which it feels like the Residence is kind of like that. Like, if it's one mystery and then that mystery is solved and the last 5 seconds there's like, oh, like this could happen next season, I'll watch that. But I don't want to watch it if it's like, if I watch 10 episodes of a show and it never gets solved. Does that make sense? So when we were at the pool yesterday, Alex was like, have you watched Sirens yet? Sirens is with Julianne Moore. And the girl that was in House of the Dragon and the other woman that was in White Lotus. Well, I can't think of his name. The guy that was in Wild Things, he's like my age, I can't think of his name. Anyway. So I was like, so when we were at the pool yesterday, Alex was like, you should really watch Sirens while you're down here because it's like on the water. It's like Labor Day weekend. I don't think he said that, but it's like a vacation movie. And I was like, he's like, it's really a vibe. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch that. So last night, I was like, I'm gonna watch one episode. To be honest with you, Caroline told me she loved it. Tanya said she didn't like it. A couple other people, when I posted about it, were like, I couldn't really get into this. Other people were like, I loved it, I couldn't stop watching. So I was like, this is gonna be one of those. Like, when I post a show or talk about it, people either it's like love, like across the board, and then I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so good. Or people are like, I'm not into this at all. My hair looks kind of cute. I will keep the hat off. So I started watching it. I was like, I'm gonna watch one episode and then I am going to like go back and watch Pulse. So I started watching it last night. I watched the first 3 episodes. It is so good, you guys. Now my head is kind of itching. I'm gonna put the hat back on, I think. Sirens is so good. It is so good. It is so much better than I thought that it would be. And it's interesting because I just watched Echo Valley with Julianne Moore. I love, love, love Julianne Moore. She's probably one of my top five actresses of life. I think she's gorgeous. I think she's a phenomenal actress. Shortcuts sold me on Julianne Moore. If you've never seen Shortcuts, there's a scene where she's married to a man that's much older. And it's based on the Raymond Carver short stories too. Like the Cathedral, but he did a book called Shortcuts. I actually bought it. I don't think I've ever read the short, so I'm gonna read it and then watch the movie again. The soundtrack to Shortcuts is fantastic. But there was a scene in it when this woman, she has to go pick up her husband's prescriptions at the pharmacy. And the pharmacist starts questioning her because there's like a lot of pain medications. And her husband's like really, really sick and dying. And there's a scene in there where he starts questioning her. My leg is falling asleep. I'm sitting on the floor because if I face that way and sit on the couch, like the sun is behind me, so it'll shadow me. And if I sit on the couch so anyway. So, I don't want to have to set up everything with like, you know, the ice cool. I just was like, I'll just sit on the ground. My foot is falling asleep. So, there's a scene in Shortcuts where she's like, the pharmacist starts questioning her about these pain medications. And she's like, you horrible, horrible man. She goes, it is so good. But I just watched, I think Echo Valley, is that what it's called? With Julianne Moore. And it's a thriller mystery, but it's about addiction as well. And this one, she plays like this very wealthy woman that owns a house. I think it's like in like Rhode Island or somewhere. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. And it's about her assistant and her assistant's sister that comes in. And so it's like a lot about family secrets and stuff. I don't want to ruin it for anybody because it's 5 episodes. And I have to tell you, like a lot of people have been like, I couldn't get into it at all. I have to tell you, I have not watched a show. Like I really thought I would watch one episode and I'd be like, I'm not into this. Like shows like this, Alex and I like don't really agree on shows like this. Like if it's a drama that he loves, like I'm kind of like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna love it. Very rarely do we like a show. Like, okay, so he just finished watching The Good Wife. And he's like gonna watch Elsbeth. And I'm like, I don't think he's gonna like Elsbeth. And he loved Elsbeth on The Good Wife, but I'm like, I think they're completely, I mean, I've watched enough The Good Wife with him watching it in the background. I'm like, I don't think he's gonna like Elsbeth. Now, I will tell you one show I'm gonna start watching when I get back. Well, 2 of them that I think I'm gonna start binge watching when I get back is Prison Break, and so that's been on my list for a while. And then when I was talking to the guy that we met down here the other day that watches my videos, he had watched all Prison Break. And I was like, okay, that kind of put it back on my radar. Prison Break, Grey's Anatomy, I'm definitely gonna start when I get back. Because I love the medical dramas. This is the thing. Everybody's like, you need to watch Grey's Anatomy. Alex loves it. Alex balls his eyes out to Grey's Anatomy. He loves it. To me, though, I have to be honest with you, like, I love more of, like, the medical drama. I could really care less about the romance and all that kind of stuff. But I was talking to Alex about it. He's like, no, that's, like, it's all intercombined. It makes it so great, blah, blah, whatever. So I'm going to give Grey's Anatomy a chance. So the shows when I get back that I want to binge are Grey's Anatomy. I mean, not all, like, a week. I'm going to start, like, over a period of, like, 6 months. Grey's Anatomy, Yellowstone, Ozark, and Prison Break. Those are my next 4 shows that I want to, like, get into. Oh, I watched an episode of Love After Lockup last night too. I'm like really going through withdrawals. I'm not watching Love After Lockup every night. I'll make Nikki and I are texting each other, "Hey Bunky," because that's what Brittany calls all of her friends. So we call each other Bunky now. But anyway, so I started watching Sirens last night, and I was like, okay. I watched the first episode, and then I was gonna. The camera stopped. At that point, it was like 1:30 when I got done with the first episode. They're like 45 to 50 minutes, something. I think they're like 50 minutes long, maybe an hour, I don't know. I was like, okay, just one more and then go to bed. I ended up watching the first 3 episodes. There's only 5 episodes. I was so blown away by it. You guys, it is so good. I'm telling you, Sirens is the show. Like, well, for me, it's like the characterization. So like, I don't even, okay, I'll tell you what it gives me. Because I said to Alex has watched the show, but he hasn't read the books. It gives me Big Little Lies, like, vibes. It gives me, like, if you read the Liam O'Yeardy books, it's like all these different pieces that fit together, and you can tell that there's going to be some explosive conclusion, like, you know that. But what I like about it is that it's a limited series, which means it ends conclusively, and it's only 5 episodes, so it's a real easy binge. So if you're looking for a show to binge this weekend, I would highly recommend Sirens. Try it. I'll tell you this, you'll know in the first, the sister is who's, like, won it for me. And again, they talk a lot about addiction in the show, but the sister, who was the one that was on White Lotus, she won it for me. I didn't expect her character on Sirens. Like, this is not giving anything away. If you watched it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I did not expect her character, like anybody like. I thought it was just gonna be about a bunch of rich people, is what I thought. And I was like, kind of like really not into that. But it's not about that. It's like a lot about secrets and family secrets. It reminds me of a Liam O'Yeardy book. Like, if I found out that she wrote it, I wouldn't be surprised. So it's good. And then I went to bed. I was telling Alex this today, I wish we had our pillows from home. I'm having such a hard time sleeping on these pillows. I don't know what it is. I just cannot get them comfortable enough. The bed is comfortable. Alex said today, he was like, it's a bit soft, because we like a firm bed, and I like a firm pillow. I just tossed and turned and tossed and turned and tossed and turned, like, all night long. I also, like, when I was sitting out here, it was so hot that I chugged like 2.5 bottles of water while I was sitting out here, and I knew, I was like, on the second bottle, I was like, you're gonna have to go to the bathroom all night long. So I'm laying in bed, it's pitch black in our room, okay, except for this fire alarm above our bed that, like, okay, so, does anybody think this way? So I don't wanna, every time I get up, like, take my phone and, you know, so I know how to get to the bathroom, but it's like pitch black in our room. So I have to go to the bathroom, like, I don't know, 6 or 7, literally 6 or 7, 8 times throughout the night. And so I would wait until the fire alarm, like, the light would go off on it. It just, like, beeps, like every 3 minutes, it, like, beeps. And so, like, it kind of lights up the bed, and then I would, like, rush out. And then, like, I would go in and I would turn the bathroom light on, and I would turn it off when I came back out so I could, like, see a path. Because I've stubbed my toe so many times going to the bathroom here in the middle of the night. Because we have this big chest at the end of our bed. So anyway, today, like, usually on vacation, I'm like, I feel like I don't even want to address anything about this because it doesn't really matter. I'm still going to get comments about it, like poster child for skin cancer and all this kind of stuff. If I don't do anything, then people are like, you don't do anything. If I do ever, like today I sat mostly in the shade. I had like 50 sunscreen on like the whole time. People are like, see if I say that, they'll say you need sunblock, not sunscreen. I mean, I like the majority of the day, I was like underneath the umbrella. I hardly like, you know, when I was in the pool, like Alex is like, wear a hat, so all that kind of stuff. But anyway, what was I saying? What was I gonna say about that? Bathroom. Oh, so today I wanted to get to the pool early, but I was also like on vacation, I'm usually like, oh, I want to get tan and whatever. I'm like, I've got enough sun. Like, I don't need to be like, you know, at the pool. But I also just didn't want to sit inside, you know, all day long. So I was like, okay, we'll sit outside. I mean, everybody's got their umbrellas up. It's so hot. So I was like, I'll just sit up there. But then to sit under an umbrella when it's literally like there's no wind, I think that's part of the heat too. It's like there's no breeze at all. It's just still. So I'm sitting under an umbrella. And I'm like, I was like, oh. If I was in the water, I had my hat on, my other hat. I was like, oh my God, it's so hot. So today I was like, because we were talking about getting up early and trying to get to the pool. I was like, I don't even care if I get to the pool early today. We were gonna eat breakfast again. We didn't get up for breakfast. So I was like, I don't really care if I get to the pool early. So I ended up getting up about 11:45. Alex went down to the pool. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna take my time getting up. I like shaved. I didn't trim my beard, but I shaved. And then I like got all my bag together, put my book in there, Clown in the Cornfield, which I've read very little of, and my AirPods, and had charged those and everything. So I got everything ready, and then I texted him. I was like, I'm gonna go to the coffee shop. He actually texted me. He was like, he could see me walking over there, and he was like, Senor? He was like, where are you? He said, Senor? And he goes, oh, never mind. He goes, I see you walking to get your coffee. So I walked over there and I got coffee, and then talked to Nikki for a little bit, and then I went to the pool, and he was in the pool. He was talking to that couple. So then we just hang out at the pool all day today. It's been really, really nice. This vacation has been just wonderful. It's been a really long vacation. It's been a really nice vacation. We have really, really connected over this. Oh, I know what I did last night. Well, first of all, I have added to my Cozy Mystery Series list that I made. Do you guys want to hear all the Cozy Mystery Series that I'm going to be catching up and reading in the future? Not just this summer, but okay. If you like Cozy Mysteries, here they go. I have what the series is called, or what it would mean to me, but mostly what it's called, the author, last name, and which book I'm on. So Camper and Criminals by Tanya Kappas. This is an adjusted list from the other night. Secrets and Scrabble by Josh Lanyon. The Country Store Mysteries by Maddie Day. Those take place in Indianapolis, Indiana. Sunshine Vikram by Dorinda Jones. The Underwater Investigations by Andrew Main. Those take place. You know what else I want to do is a naturalist. But that's not Cozy Mysteries. But those are by Andrew Main too. Those take place in Fort Lauderdale. Tita Rosie's Kitchen. I don't have the author on here. Castle Knoll by Kristen Perrin. I think that one, or The Outer Banks by Alicia Bissett is probably the next one I'm going to read after Atmosphere. Thursday Murder Club, Noodle Shop, Shady Hollow, Aloha Alibi. I loved it. Nikki hated it. She was like, I didn't like that book at all. Literal Mess by J.C. Kinney, Outer Banks by Alicia Bissett, Haunted Library. Okay, so these are ones I added. The Haunted Library series, which I started years ago. Stony Brook by Aaron Scott. Stacy recommended that to me. I never started it. The Golden Motel. That's the there's one book out. The second book comes out like in a month. And that's the one I can tell you what it's called because I just bought it not too long ago. A Very Woodsy Murder. The Misfortune series. I've read all 28 out of 28 books by Jana DeLeon. Pineapple Port by Van Sant. There's 21 books. I haven't started that. Bayou Book Thief. There's 4 books in that series. Mystery Bookshop by V.M. Burns, I think. There's 11 books. That book series has been out for a long time, and a lot of people have talked about that. The Vera Wong series and the Auntie series. I want to read both of those, and those are both supposed to be really, really good. I thought I had started one of them, but I guess I didn't. So I did that, and then I have character names for my first. I came up with all character names for my first cozy that I'm wanting to start in September. I've like heavily been, that was one of my goals for this trip, was that I wanted to heavily outline the first cozy mystery. And then, because I want to think about this long term, I started really thinking last night about the Halloween and the Christmas one. So I've been productive as far as like the writing stuff on this trip, so I'm really, really excited about that. But yeah, it's been such a nice trip. It's been so good. I am burning up. I'm about to get in this pool here in a second. And every night, I've been doing like all these like facial treatments on my face. I have like the Tatcha stuff and everything on my face. What's the one? The hydrating face mask. It's called, I don't remember. It's the one that I used when we were in Cancun in January. I was gonna read some of the comments. The Daily Pen said, we watched Pulse and really liked it. I like it too. A couple people reached out to me and said they didn't like it at all. I really like it. It feels very much like The Pit to me. There's some like offside stories, but this is the thing okay, this is why I don't want to watch it. So if you're watching Pulse, or if you've watched it, this is what I want to know. You don't give specifics in the comment because I don't want it to ruin it for somebody else. But how the show starts, there's a storyline, okay, about this man and woman, and they're like, whatever's going on with them. Is it concluded by the end of the first season? Because if it's going to be a carryover to the second season and you don't ever find out, and then I just want to know, like, should I keep on watching it? Somebody said, Barbarian is one of my favorite scary movies from the last decade. It's gross and hilarious, and I almost started watching that last night, but I wanted to watch Sirens instead. Rachel said, why did I think you were saying how to survive a plague? Oh, when I was talking about how to survive a plague. I cannot remember who reached out to me last night. But somebody direct messaged me. It honestly wasn't very long after my vlog was up. And they said that they had like watched it because of my recommendation and like how powerful it was to them. I'm telling you guys, like, not just as an LGBTQI+, or not just like an AIDS documentary, it's a fantastically done documentary, like as a documentary, not specific to any genre. I mean, it is a really, really well done, important documentary. Laura said, not my neighbor Laura, different Laura. Peter, just want to thank you for the emotional support you give me daily as I listen to your vlogs. I don't comment often, but want to give you big thanks. You are one of a kind in YouTube. Oh my God, thank you. Somebody said, Pulse was just okay. I believe it has been renewed. Oh, somebody just said it was renewed, but then somebody sent me that it was canceled. Was Pulse, I think it was canceled. I think somebody sent me an article, renewed for season 2. I'm almost positive. Will there be a season 2 of Pulse? Oh, Pulse season 2 has officially been confirmed and is coming to Netflix. That's June 21st, 2025. Well, I guess I will be watching it. Pulse canceled. Wait, what is this? 1 day ago. How is one? Okay, Pulse canceled at Netflix after 1 season. Won't return for season 2. Pulse, here's Variety. Pulse to Residents canceled at Netflix after 1 season each. So yeah, it's not renewed. Sadly. Can you guys tell I'm trying to talk over the very loud music? That kind of sounds like folksy Christian rock music right here. Tamara said, girl, have you watched Sinners? I have not. I almost downloaded it for this trip, but it was like $19.99 to rent. So I think it's coming out on HBO Max. I'm going to watch it then. Janice said, oh my God, I haven't known a Janice since I was like growing up in school. Hi, Peter. Have a happy Thursday. I'm not sure if you will see this or not. I see it, Jana. But I want to let you know that I am just watching this vlog while at the gym, walking on the treadmill. You have inspired me to get my butt back in the gym. Thank you. Oh, you were so sweet. Well, I have to tell you, thank you for saying that. Because I will say one of the things that I don't want to go to the gym and walk here. Like when it rained and whatever, and it was like not that nice out, that was one thing. But if it's nice outside, I want to spend the day with my husband, whatever. You know, I will say this. I'm kind of ready to get back for my evening walks. I will say that. But I will also say that I really did enjoy like having a gym here. So I would have walked more, but the weather's been nice. I want to be outside, you know. Definitely getting more steps in though, like walking around the property and stuff. Amber said, please cover the Idaho case. Okay, so I was talking in my video the other day. It's so weird how stuff like this happens. That I'd actually talked to Emily Baker about it because she was covering the court case, the Brian Kohlberger case that was gonna start in, I think, August. And I knew she was gonna do it, so I was gonna do like daily updates to the Idaho case. Well, he took a plea bargain. I am like blown away, in all honesty. Like, I mean, I've watched so many videos talking about why they did it in the state of Idaho and the financial aspect. And some, like one family didn't, like most of the families did not want him to take a plea or offer a plea. One family did, and there was just a lot about it. I don't know, the whole situation, that whole case just makes me so incredibly sad, I think. Somebody said, I'm confused. You said you only had 24 hours left on Tuesday, and Wednesday vlog said nothing about your flight. When do you leave? It's way over 24 hours now. Do you guys take the red eye home? Y'all are wanting to know who is this, Terry? You are wanting to know some business, baby. You are wanting to know some business, girl. I don't remember ever saying on Tuesday that I only had 24 hours left. I don't remember saying that because that wasn't true, and I wouldn't say that in a vlog. I wouldn't say that did I say that in a vlog? Maybe maybe I said something that made I don't know. I don't know what I knew on Tuesday we weren't leaving on Wednesday, so we didn't extend our trip. So, I don't know what I would have said that would have made you, maybe I was joking and I said, are we leaving tomorrow? I don't know. Oh no, I was talking about, I think that a lot of people were leaving on Tuesday. Because a lot of people that we met did leave on Tuesday. Like the guy that we met here that watches my vlogs. I don't know, what did I say? Well, Terry, let me know what I said in the comment section below, because I don't know. What did I say? Did anybody else think that we were leaving on Wednesday? I mean, it's all a mystery, right? I'm keeping it, baby, we're keeping it mystery over here. Mystery all day. Christy, hey Christy! She said, thanks for the vlog. Still waiting on you to watch the girl. Okay, that's another one when I get back. I'm seeing all these stories pop up about Jax and like, that show is so messy. But so one of the things was, I really wanted to wait till the majority of it was out. Like Poker Face. Poker Face isn't even all out yet. I think there's 2 more episodes to come out because I downloaded it for this trip. I really wanted all the Valley to be out so I could watch it and binge watch it. But like, I need to binge watch The Valley. I need to binge watch The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives because the reunion, I think, just came out. So Christy, I promise you when I get back, The Valley is on and I will be making videos about it. This was interesting to me. Stephanie said J.D. Robb is Nora Roberts, I think. It was interesting when you said that because I was like, did Tanya tell me that? Did somebody in my comments tell me that before? Who is, I know when I look it up, you're gonna be right. Who is, because I feel like I knew that. I don't know why I feel like I knew that. Oh, it shows right here. Nora Roberts, it pulls up, Nora Roberts. Who is J.D. Robb? Nora Roberts, it pulls it up. Are Nora Roberts and J.D. Robb the same person? While fans had their suspicions, it wasn't until the 12th book in the series, Betrayal and Death, that the publisher fully revealed that J.D. Robb was a pseudonym for best-selling author. I did not know. I mean, I feel like I knew that somewhere, but I didn't remember it. So that was interesting. Thank you, Stephanie, for letting me know. Savannah said, you mentioned Barbarian. That is a fun one if you haven't watched it yet. It looks scary to me. But I love the scary ones. I think about the plane on the way home. Oh, Savannah also said the new Strangers movie is notoriously bad. Is it? So somebody said if you haven't seen the original yet. Well, first of all, if I hadn't seen the original, I mean, I appreciate your comment, but I wouldn't have watched. I'm not going to just randomly watch like the 4th one in the series. So if you ask my husband what he thinks the scariest movie is, well, first of all, he won't watch zombie movies because he's scared of zombies. But the original, what's it, with Liv Tyler? The original Strangers, like Alex thinks is like one of the hands down scariest movies he's ever seen in his life. He loves that movie. Well, doesn't love it, but as a scary movie, he loves it. Paulina, oh, we have a really good friend of ours named Paulina. You and Alex are so cute together. All the best. Oh, thank you. Rachel said, I've been listening to the S.A. Cosby books because you mentioned how good they are, and after I finish Razorblade Tears and I am starting the book, This Book Will Bury You. I think that's what it's called. I can't remember. Yes, This Book Will Bury You. I loved it. Actually, I read it because I saw a lot about it online, and then there were people in my comments that were like, the book is really good. I loved it. Like one of the reasons why I gave, oh, hey, have a good tattoo. Thank you. Those are our Portuguese friends, or the husband. One of the reasons why I really like, well, first of all, the S.A. Cosby books are fantastic. For me, All Sinners Bleed or All the Sinners Bleed is better than Razorblade Tears, but they're completely different. They all have an issue, like they all address issues of racism in it. Razorblade Tears also discusses homophobia. But they're thrillers that deal with like social issues as well, which is why I love them. The reason why I gave The Retreat, by Kristen Ritter, 5 stars was because I kind of knew what the twist was going to be, but the way that the twist played out and the way that the author described it was so fantastically done and so intricate that it wasn't just like, oh yeah, she's the murderer. It was like, it was deep. Like, I was like, damn, like I could totally see this book being a movie. Totally see it being a movie. So, This Book Will Bury Me. I love it. I will tell you that it is, when like Nikki read it, I think she finished it. I don't think she loved it. But she knows the Idaho case more than I do. It references the Idaho case in there. And I said, well, just some of it is like referenced. When she read it, she was like, oh no, a lot of it is referenced. She's like, there's little small pieces that if you didn't know that case. Oh, here's somebody else said, isn't Nora Roberts writing as J.D. Robb? Y'all are so smart. Angel said, we do goals as a couple and our yearly check-in on our vacation too. We can only go once a year, so our 5 days in paradise impression. I love that. Yeah, Alex and I always do. We're always kind of like, okay, where are we at now? What do we want our goals to be? One of our goals is now that we want to go to Portugal and visit this couple. They told us like where to go and like what cities to go to and what to do while we're there and stuff. So, oh, a lot of people commented. I was asking about, because I watched that Tragedy Girls, or I started watching it, and they said like it was 1996 and they ordered something from Amazon. A lot of people commented that like at first it was just books, and this person said Amazon, who is this person? Not just this, but Kelsey said Amazon became popular in the mid-2000s. I didn't think like in 96, it says 96 in the movie. I don't remember that, so I don't even remember like ordering things from Amazon until probably 10 years ago that it was like a big thing. Let's see. Miyamo said, oh, comment a lot. Hi. I agree that arugula salad is not my favorite. I don't understand why people love it so much. Also, ordering stuff online in the 90s, hell no, not even in the early 2000s. Peter, you are so right about that. Have a nice day and evening, everyone. I hope you all find a salad without arugula today. You know what it is? Okay, so at Cafe Patachou, they used to do a side salad, and they switched it out. Like with an omelet, you get a side salad, and they switched it out, and they put, it was an arugula salad, and they put this vinaigrette on it. It was like a house vinaigrette. I loved the vinaigrette. Arugula, to me, smells like marijuana. I don't know why. Like whenever I tell people this, they're always like, no it doesn't. I'm like, it smells like marijuana. It smells like weed. It smells like skunk weed. I don't know. And it just is very like dandelion weeds to me. We pass these yellow flowers, say we walk to the beach. The beach is still not good. They're always yellow flowers. I said, oh Alex, look. I go, they look like, they weren't dandelions. I said, but they look like dandelions, and my bunnies love dandelions, and I put he started laughing. He goes, well, just take a bunch of them and put them in your book and bring them back. I go, well, they're not dandelions, and we have dandelions in Indiana. I said, the bunnies like dandelions. Lord, that bird was so loud. Okay, JC said, did you ever watch House when it was on? I never watched House when it was on. Stephanie said, P.S. can we get a duo vlog while you guys are still on vacation? Love watching you and Alex together. Thank you so much. So Alex asked, I think it was like 2 days ago at the pool. He was like, are we gonna do a couples video while we're down here? And I said, well, do you want to? And I haven't put anything up, like any questions or anything like that. And he was like, yeah, I mean, he's like, if you want to, we can. He's always the one. I know that there's people out there that don't believe this, but Alex is always the one that asks if we're doing a couples video. And so I think it was Valentine's Day. He bought all these question cards, like to like improve intimacy, not just sexual intimacy, but like conversational intimacy with couples. And so he brought one of the packs down here. And so he was like, we could do the cards for like a video. The thing is that I am just really, really enjoying being with my husband in the moment. We can do a couples video at home. So I said to him, I go, I just want to be in the moment with you while we're here. Let's just do a couples video when we get back. And he was like, there's the other. They like were walking by and they like turned, they forgot something, the other couple. It's kind of fun sitting here because you can like see everybody like walking by. So they all walk by right there. But anyway, there's another couple. Oh, they have ice cream bars here that you can get. They're like fruit, like sorbet ice cream bars, and they put like tahini on them and stuff like that. So anyway, I mean, it doesn't look like we're gonna do a couples video. So, and that was kind of me. Alex, he even kind of like, when I said something to him, he almost kind of seemed a little hurt. I was like, babe, we can do it when we get home. We've got the whole summer. And he's like, okay. I just am enjoying relaxing and stuff like that. It was interesting because I got a comment and somebody said, I was on vacation, like I unplug, I wouldn't work at all. Like, I can't believe you're even putting up the vlogs. I appreciate that. I love doing the vlogs. I also do not want to like, the vlogs for me are a way to stay connected to people that watch my videos without disconnecting completely. You know what I mean? When I'm gone for like a week or whatever. I don't want to disconnect completely. And also I don't want to come back and be like, oh, these are the people we met. Does that make sense? So it's easier for me to do like, you know, a half an hour to an hour of the vlog. And I love doing the vlogs because then I can look back on them. What I don't want to do is, like, if we do a couples video, we would probably do it before we went to the pool. And then we would, I mean, maybe we will, I don't know, tomorrow morning or something like that. But like, it would be like 40 minutes of filming and then rendering it, and that's another 20 minutes, and then uploading it. So it ends up being like 2 hours before we even like get to where does that make sense? So, I don't know, but we'll do it. If we don't do it here, we'll do it when we get back. Oh my God, 70 said, I know you're having a blast on vacation, but I'm missing Shorty. I miss him so much too. I've been asking Laura about how they're all doing. Christine said, I used to read those Jackie Collins books when I was younger. I never liked the characters they were. Oh my God, Lucky Santangelo, but oh my God, I love the Jackie Collins books. But they were kind of awful people, most of them. Did you ever read Rockstar? Michelle said, Peter, I'm studying for the bar exam right now. Oh, I read this last night. And I learned more about homeowners associations from you than I have anyone else. Selfishly, I would love for you to explain more about your condo and HOA rules when you get back home. Safe travels. What do you want to know? I mean, like, I don't know that I'm the one necessarily to teach it. So, but if there's something specific that you want to know about our HOA, and all HOAs are completely different, so let me know. Anything else? Oh, Lindsay said, hope you guys enjoy your massages. Thank you. Oh, Naveed put Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. So that's on my list. He said, very good gay author and book. Me and my BFF named our dogs after characters. Oh my God, I love that. Oh, here it is. Lynn said, I remember you could really only buy books from Amazon when they started out in 1994. They started to expand to include more items over time a couple of years after that. Michelle said, jealous of you reading Retreat while in Mexico. It really was a great vacation book to read. April recommended Heartland to Alex. That's already on his list. Oh my God, Vanessa said, I'm pretty sure JD Robb is Nora Roberts' other pen name. Somebody, Wish Upon a Dream, said, have you always been addicted to TV? I think I've been addicted to anything. Like, my parents love TV and movies. So I think, like, anything that was, like, escapist to some degree. I mean, being a small kid from, like, divorced parents and... You know, it's interesting talking about, like, coming from an alcoholic home, because there weren't, like, I mean, it wasn't like it was every day. Like, there was a lot of days that was just magical. You know, most days were with my mom. But there was always that fear of I didn't know what I was going to walk into. I think, like, TV shows, my mom and I used to listen to, like, the radio shows, like The Shadow Knows and stuff like that back in the day. Movies, books especially, which both my parents introduced me to. I think was such a way to escape out of... I think it would be easy for me to say I hated school. I didn't hate school. I was afraid of school. It was terrifying to me because I didn't know what I was walking into. So when I'm walking into school every day, and I'm talking about really like elementary school, and I don't know what I'm gonna get that day because it's always something new. It's, you know, one of the things I think I learned over time was that none of the bullying was like, it really wasn't about me specifically. It wasn't like these people had a vendetta against me. It was about, and I think I probably, I don't know, knew some sense of this at the time. It was just, I was the easy target. Well, you never know what it's gonna be that day. Is it gonna be they're gonna put you in a locker? Does it mean they're gonna trip you? Does it mean they're gonna call you names? Like, you never know what it's gonna be. So you're constantly like, I mean, like, that's why I think it was important when my therapist said to me years ago, has anybody ever suggested to you that you suffered PTSD as a result of being bullied? When you're talking of 12 years of like, what's next, what's next, what's next, I still have that reaction to things today of what's next, what's coming next, blah, 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 whatever. It's probably in my life been one of the hardest things I've ever had to deal with. Like, I don't know what's next kind of thing. And so when you grow up with that, and then you also go home, and let's say 4 out of the 5 nights of the week of school, it's Little House on the Prairie, chili dinners, blah, blah, whatever, mom reading you to bed. But then there might be that one night where mom's been drinking with her friends, and you don't know which night it's gonna be. It might be every third week. You don't know. It might be every 4th week, or it might be 2 days. So you just don't know. And so there's a lot of fear of like, I don't know what I'm going through. Books and movies and TV shows become a form of escape, especially I think like book series and TV shows that are homey and like The Waltons and Little House on the Prairie I talk so much about. When I turned on Little House on the Prairie, I knew what I was getting, you know? Like, I knew I was, like, it was a family. I think when I was younger, I was attracted to a lot of shows that had like these wholesome families because that didn't necessarily feel like what I had. And so for me, that was very, I don't know, it was escape. So yeah, I have always loved TV shows and movies. What's interesting though is if you've watched my vlog for a while, a couple years ago, like Alex would binge watch a show in a weekend and I would be so jealous of it. I'd be like, I cannot sit long enough to watch a TV show. It's funny because years ago I would say, I want to be able to binge watch a TV show in a weekend. And now I binge watch shows all the time. And what's interesting is that people that don't like me will say all he does is watch TV. When 3 years ago all I wanted to do was be able to watch TV, you know? But it's like, you know, it's all he ever does is listen to audiobooks. Then I start reading books. This is why I listen, you know, take it all with a grain of salt. But yeah, I think TV shows, I think I could see an escape, you know, for me. I think I could, like, I don't know, I could see like what other families looked like. And I didn't have a lot of friends growing up, so when I would go over to other people's houses, like, I did see that, but I think TV shows and movies, like, it was always an escape for me, you know? Like, I think, like, when I was in junior high, I really, really liked, if you remember those movies that came out back in the day that, like, well, Into the Night, with Michelle Pfeiffer and Jeff Goldblum, is, Alex he's texting me, he's going to get a panini, and he'll be right back. Let me text him. Okay, babe. I love that movie. I loved movies that were like adventure movies. There was a movie called Gotcha back in the day. That was about this guy that, the camera stopped. There was this like, it was about this guy that like, he was in college and he dated this like KGB person and they went to like, because everybody's seen it. I loved that movie. I loved any of those kind of movies that were like comedy adventures. The movie with Gene Wilder and, Gilda Radner, there were a couple. There was a movie called Hanky Panky. I love that movie. Any movie that was like an adventure kind of movie, I love those. And I think it was because watching those movies was like a way for me to like, you know, we didn't have binge watching shows and all that kind of, we had books and we had movies, which you couldn't even like, other than later when I was older, go to a video store and rent. So for me, when I was growing up, books were my way out. And then I think over time, TV shows, but it wasn't like you could, like, I have certain comfort shows that, like, certain episodes like Love Boat and stuff like that if I'm, like, going through it, I'll, like, turn it on. You couldn't do that when I was growing up, unless you had it recorded on your VCR, which we didn't even have a VCR till I was, like, 12. I don't know. Yeah, it always has been, I think, an escape for me. Or I think I've always been kind of addicted to it. Somebody said, I did not love Pulse. It was meh. Grey's is way better. I think you either like Grey's or you like the storylines of all that. I don't know that I think Alex is gonna love The Pit. I think he'll watch it and be like, it was just okay. Lisa Haley, oh, Lisa, girl, you're the one that, you should have known this. She said, if you haven't watched Just the Strangers with Liv Tyler, you need to. You're scared the shit. Alex, like, he is so terrified by that movie. Emily said, we love A Vacation, Peter. Well, I love A Vacation, Peter, too. And so with that, Lisa, since you recommended The Strangers, what are your other, everybody put their favorite scary movies if you watch scary movies. What's your favorite scary movie, like Scream, in the comment section below. Since I love A Vacation, Peter, too, I'm gonna go and enjoy the rest of my vacation. And I love you guys. I hope you're having, oh my God, it's almost the weekend. I hope you guys are having a magically amazing Thursday. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya.